I never feel older when I hear either my nieces or even my sisters say some of these phrases, like Moses said no cap, and I'm like, what the ever-loving hell is that?
My kids are 18 and 25, and it's just like, what?
Were you raised like not on the internet a lot, or do you live in the internet? You know, it's like, do you absorb a lot of pop culture?
If you use the word "bae" a lot, you've told me enough about you that probably we won't be best friends.
This slang is giving me big moods. And a lot of them are anger. Don't ever say we don't listen to our audience, because this episode of the podcast was an idea from one of our listeners. Justin, tell us more.
Yeah, we were having a little conversation with my beautiful wife, Christina, and she was lamenting about not really being able to understand some of the vocabulary of her younger compatriots at work. And thought it might be an interesting topic to address in multiple forms, but generational vernacular and beyond, different ways. But it should be fun.
No cap.
Oh,
Wow.
And we've already started with it.
Yep.
Pedro.
I will start off by apologizing for the fact that I'm incredibly high right now. It is against my will.
Gotta wait 20 seconds.
And I will tell that story on the next episode of the podcast. I'm in no condition to do so now.
Yeah, bartender Steve insisted that he be a guest for that episode.
I'm sure that he did.
Yeah, he reached out to me and dimed you out. It was actually something. It required no interrogation whatsoever. He just volunteered.
Immediately.
It's like I just have a rat within the organization.
It's amazing. Yeah, we're gonna have,
After you talk to him, he also left a message with it again. Just in case.
On the note of slang and generational language shifts in general, I am so excited to talk about it. Maybe more so because I'm high right now. We'll see what happens.
Moses, you already said no cap. You got anything else to add?
I may. I have a spectacular vernacular, so we'll,
he's been practicing that.
let's pop this off. We'll tear the roof off like two dogs caged.
Wow.
I think I took psychic damage from that somehow. My left eye is twitching.
Something happened.
I've been taking some levels in Bard.
Justin, that's quickly becoming your catchphrase.
Oh, and that's how it happens.
It does happen. It does happen.
The shirts will be on the website soon.
Perfect.
All right, but before we get started, just make sure that you like this episode of Loud and Drunk Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube or Rumble, if you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts, then you can always leave a comment. And also, no matter where you are taking in this podcast, make sure that you subscribe. All right, let's get into it. I never feel older when I hear either my nieces or even my sisters say some of these phrases, like Moses said no cap, and I'm like, what the ever-loving hell is that?
Yeah, there's a bunch. I mean, I get some exposure to some of it just through media itself, but I don't get a lot of it. I also am not around a lot of young people, so I think I miss a good chunk of it. I just work with a lot of old people and one young person who doesn't talk to anybody. So it's actually kind of nice. But Christina brought it up in such a way that younger generation, not even so much with slang, though it is definitely involved, there's little use of capitalization and punctuation in high-level corporate emails, which makes her insane. And it would probably make me insane, too, even though I know I shouldn't care. But yet my mental illness.
Well, as somebody who went to school
Right.
and actually had to edit articles and all that stuff, even in high school, I had to as the school newspaper freaking editor, I had to get all of their work and I'm this is wrong, switch over these words. So that's one of my not so much triggers, but annoyances, especially at work. And I'm like, how did you not know how to spell that word?
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially with spell check being there.
Well, that
already.
I would argue that spell check makes people less literate, essentially.
Yeah, but I mean, in a email, even if you don't know how to spell it, because there's a lot of words that I'm not quite sure how to spell, so I just use.
Struggled to spell for my entire life.
But spell check is just this knows what I'm trying to say, so
it's cheating. Yeah.
Well, Well, that was the thing. Like when school, like, oh, you need to know how to do math. You're not going to be able to carry around a calculator your whole life. Meanwhile, I have a fucking supercomputer in my pocket. 2 supercomputers in my pocket.
That is funny too. Talk about missing the completely whiffing. Like every elementary school teacher is like, you can't carry a calculator for the rest of your life. It's like, no, it's kind of built in.
Yeah, that's like the least amazing thing my phone can do is calculate.
Yeah, sometimes you just forget it's there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is there a calculator anywhere
Where
around
is
here?
that calculator app in here?
All right.
On the note of language, generally speaking, I feel like the notion of how it is unique and changes over time, I feel like the way in which we approach that individually is very often kind of stuck in our own minds, and I speak of ourselves with that, and that the interesting part to me personally with the evolution of language is the origination of the individual words, that it's a code word, essentially, that we don't know it because it is that generational thing.
Well, there are words that we even use to this day that started way back when, like somebody will call shotgun in the car, and that means passenger
Curse
seat.
words.
And why? Well, that's another thing. It's like, why are they bad? Like, because I know it was based in like a religion, like that's why you weren't allowed to say them. So, like, damn,
But how could-
sure,
but
I
how
get
could a
that,
word
but
be
why
bad? Yeah,
would
be
fuck
bad,
or
yeah.
shit be bad? Like,
Right.
where's the coming from?
That there's words that we shouldn't say.
Yeah.
They exist. We all agree they exist, but they shouldn't be said.
And we all use them,
Yeah.
just not when a whole lot of people are listening. And
Code
like
words,
what is this, the George Carlin thing, the 7
7 words you can't say on television.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, but why? Like, what the fuck is that about?
What I always use when my kids' sisters were small, they were kids, like when you're encouraged to like, hey, you can't say that and shit. I used to say it's like the only listen. I don't care if you fucking say the word. My modus operandi in trying to prevent you from using curse words is that your vocabulary will get lazy if you keep cursing. Like you'll just replace certain words for fuck. And shit and all that
Why
stuff.
is that the case though? I'm genuinely curious. I'm not sure that I disagree, but like why would you like you think that because those words are better they would be leaned on?
It's because they're, especially when you're a kid, they're like, oh, I'm not supposed to say this word.
Right.
So if you get to say it, you'll
I
just
get
keep
that.
saying it.
But that's
and
the
then you
taboo
won't,
of it.
like, you'll never branch out and learn other words. You'll never, increase your vocabulary. You'll just stay on, like, the basic words because you can just replace that with swears. Or you can replace certain words with
But
swears.
sometimes the necessary phrasing is "fuck this fucking fuck."
Oh,
You know?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was gonna go
understand
with
that. I'm not saying that you can't curse at all. I'm saying that you will, especially when you're younger, your vocabulary will get stunted if you rely on swears, particularly at a young age.
So I want to do a counter argument to that because I, in general, love words. I like big words, in general, but they're not. When you get into like fucking, let's just call them like fucking big impressive words.
Yeah.
Not everybody speaks it. That's the fucking. That's the trope.
Oh, I understand that. I use the word ameliorate in front of my dad, and
Which
he's
I
just
love
like,
that.
Oh, nice word.
I love that word, but it's stupid, and like, and that's what it is.
I use it casually, like,
because it's smart.
But my point would be is that I think that it's superior, that the better way of communicating, so that's what we're talking about. It's that you're trying to communicate an idea, is to not use the complex word, whatever it is, and to say whatever swear word it is that can replace that and yet somehow still convey the idea. That seems superior to me.
That my issue becomes it's like the word thing. It's like, I just did the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, grab that thing over there. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Use the actual word. You want me to grab the bottle? Do you want me to grab the picture?
Agreed.
So it's like,
Trade-offs to everything.
Well, does it help if I say that fucking thing?
He might know what that means, given the context. I think that in the context of trying to say something where there's like a specific action taking place, give me a screwdriver because I'm doing this and it's obvious, versus conveying a feeling. I think that when we convey feelings in that role, the big words are awesome, but they're less useful than the random swear word that means so much.
I'm not even making a case that you should just learn big words, but you should increase your vocabulary in those developmental
And I'm
years.
saying that you don't need to if you master the other thing.
If you
but in different
you
contexts.
might have
though.
a harder time communicating, particularly in a professional setting, if you don't learn those words, though, because you can't be like, "Oh, go knock that fucking out"
Right,
in a business meeting. You'll lose your job very soon.
I agree with you 100% within the professional setting, and then in a whatever you want to call it, personal setting, I would say the opposite would be true.
I would come in to back Dan a little bit in a slice of what he's talking about is like I see with my nieces and nephew, they'll go to the so-called bad word because it's the naughty appeal of using it instead, but
Forbidden
it's kind of
fruit.
in that slice.
Yeah.
With young children.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you know that you're not allowed to say it. So if you can get away with saying it, then you say it.
And that's
but then
what-
if nobody stops you, then you're gonna keep fucking saying it.
No, that's how I became an alcoholic. Wasn't allowed to drink, but you know what I did? I drank. And now I have a taste for it.
So what generation are we? We're technically millennials, I
Yeah,
guess.
we would be like elder, graybeard millennials.
Yeah.
I don't know what Moses is. He was born
I'm
in like
right the cusp
1865.
of Gen X and millennial.
Oh, okay. All right. You actually gave an honest.
No one knows.
Wow. The most honest answer you can mark it down in the annals of time.
I've only had 5 beers.
Okay, fair.
Only 5.
Yeah. Well, they were all big.
We had a little chat about the other day, and like I remember, and because we were also kind of the generation that came up, well, we didn't come up with cell phones, but experienced like the essence
transition.
of like widespread cell phones and texting.
We have a weird placement in the timeline where when we were young, we still experienced record players. But then when we were teenagers, cell phones became a thing. We just saw them go from like, wow, this is a piece of shit, to like all of a sudden you're holding a goddamn, as Moses said, supercomputer in your hand.
Well, it was like we started with the beepers, and that had its own kind of shorthand code where, like, I think it was like 137 meant I love you, or I forget what
makes
the
sense.
thing is, and you would just know, like, if you had a girlfriend, if you texted that or whatever, like, oh.
Simpler times.
Yeah.
Simpler
And then
times.
everybody started getting the sidekick where, like, oh, I could type out full sentences, but why would I?
I also do have to correct myself. Before those cell phones, when we were like teenagers, you had the Zach Morris cell phone.
No,
It was
yeah.
just like massive.
My dad had one of those for his for the company that he worked for, and it was just a joy to play around with. It was absurdly large.
we had a neighborhood cell phone that we would give to the lifeguard at the beach in case there was an emergency, and it was truly one of those.
That's all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they had
You'd
like
have
the
to
battery
plug
was
it
like
in.
a
wow.
click that loaded on.
Because I remember the one that you could put in your car. It was about
You
the
could
size.
fit it in a car.
Well, you could kind of, like, the cars were bigger back then too.
That's fair.
But it was about the size of like a boombox, and like you had to.
I love the system of measurement.
and you had to like pick it up.
Is there, like,
it
40
had a
boomboxes?
cord. It had like the spiral cord, and you had to. There was some other like mechanism that you had to do. You also had to plug it into the cars. Used to have lighters in them.
I'm aware
so
of
you,
that.
well, I mean, it's just for the
Tell me
kids at
like
home. And you had to plug it into that because that was the only thing, and drain your entire battery, or like just keep it running because, you know, it's going to take up all of the fucking battery. And there was another mechanism. I don't remember exactly what you had to do. I don't think it was like a crank. Like, it wasn't that antiquated, but it was something ridiculous like that. But it was the dawn of cell phones. It was just after the CB radio. And, you know, I remember in my mother's Lincoln, she had one of those.
I thought you said your mother's LinkedIn, but it's still Lincoln.
Lincoln. No, Lincoln Continental. Suicide doors is fucking wild.
Well, I'll make
those.
the point I was trying to make with that is, like, I think our generation started shortening some stuff just because we were typing in shorthand.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, this is asinine, but I distinctly remember it because there was a point where our generation started spelling cool as KEWL.
It's like the lead
Yeah.
speak.
It's the
Like,
same
what
thing.
the heck was that?
It's the same thing with boobs. It was
Oh, BW.
yeah, like that. It's almost the same exact thing. It's like, why are we purposefully misspelling words?
And it's so aggravating. I can't do that on a calculator.
And one last time with the cell phone thing, like the whole younger generation can communicate in like emojis and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean.
text.
Which is just going back in time to the hieroglyphics.
Yeah. But that's exactly
We've just come full circle.
Yeah, that's legit though. You're right.
To be fair, we had emoticons too. Like we had to work for them though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's well, yeah.
Colon,
How does that-
semicolon,
Yeah,
close parentheses,
Yeah.
winky face.
I done did it. But yeah, I see where like our generation definitely shortened stuff, and I see a little bit of that with the current generation. So like like sus, and it's because it's suspect or whatever. But like some of the stuff, I have no idea.
And that's the point. It's that it's one of the delineating factors is that you create a new language naturally, and then the one above it
From the Times
doesn't get it. Yeah.
Nobody says, "Oh, you're the cat's pajamas" anymore.
I say that, Dan, and you know that I say that. I say that to you all the time.
For the viewers at home, he has no pants on.
No, that's true. That's true. You didn't need to tell them.
I know I didn't.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
He's had a rough day.
It's been a fucking day. Holy shit.
He's still on Tuesday.
Yeah. One day I'll get to Wednesday.
So I thought I pulled this up.
Okay.
And maybe we can run through a few terms from generation to generation because you
Sure.
already mentioned sus.
Yeah.
And that's from like is that even? I think
It's
that's from
relatively newish.
generation.
Whatever the
Y,
new one is.
Z.
What are they called now? I stopped paying attention after us.
It changes all the time.
All right, let's start with Generation X. This is a list of generational slang and phrases from what is this? Pangea.global. So yeah,
What does that
Interesting.
mean?
Yeah, all the land.
So we have chill pill. Anybody still use chill pill?
Nobody.
Not
Well,
really.
I mean, to be ironic.
I will use the word. We use the phrase chill pill in conversations like with my siblings.
Okay.
That's funny.
Just like, yeah, she just needs to take a chill pill.
No.
I use chill. I'll tell people to chill.
Yeah, I'll even go
Not
as far
chill.
as chillax.
I remember it
That's
though.
really
Yeah.
douchey.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I know why you do it.
So we have gnarly as well, which this was supposed to mean, I guess. Okay, so I'll just actually read this one. This phrase came from the surfing culture in the late 1970s and meant that a wave was challenging or frightening. Slang has a habit of flipping bad things into good things, and the phrase evolved to mean amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
Because
Where did it come from? Huh.
surfer culture,
Surfer, yeah.
gnarly wave, bro.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like a more of a bad connotation.
Well, that's just it. It's that it shifted over time.
Yeah.
That it went from having this one meaning and became the other.
Yeah, no. I think
And
I've
usually
used
when
it
I
in-
use it, it is the negative connotation.
I think I've typically used it in a like. Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks gnarly. Yeah.
We also have headbanger, which I mean that's
not really a slang.
Oh, you talking about a chicken head?
We'll get into the cultural.
Yeah, we'll cover jive later on.
All right, thank God. Thank God.
I still use yuppie. I'm sorry, I use yuppie. Not all the time, but
What does that stand for?
That was big in the
young
Yuppie.
upper.
Oh, is
young-
it an acronym?
young
it's a
urban
backronym.
professional.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So something like that. I guess.
I remember in a lot of movies at the time. It was,
In the 80s, it was a big
hate
thing for
yuppies.
anything on like.
Well, that's what American Psycho was all about, really.
yeah, in a way, yeah, definitely. Interesting, yuppie. Yeah, I don't think of that one anymore.
No.
This one still gets used because it's a form of a track diss.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's very still popular to
Yep.
do diss tracks.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
hip hop
Yeah.
and rap.
Disrespect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
That's universal. There's no reason for that to ever go away
Yeah.
because it's a direct representation.
same thing with this stripping.
Yeah, yeah.
We also have rock, which is just meant to be. Well, I'll read this one too. The slang verb rock, generally meaning to be excellent, is recorded in the 1980s, but it has a long history and is connected to rock and roll music. The name for this incredibly influential genre alludes to the rocking back and forth in dancing to the music. So-
Which was invented by rock and roll, of
Yeah.
course. People never swayed back and forth to music before that.
So it is generally regarded as a compliment if someone tells you that you rock.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I've been taking it wrong over these years. I probably have to give some people some apology letters.
This is one everyone still uses. Dude.
Rock on, Pedro.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hear that one every day at work.
Yeah. It was just like, dude,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Stop
What
what you're
was
doing,
that?
dude. Dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah, I say dude. I
Yeah.
say dude a lot.
We
I
have a
probably
guy
overuse
that
it.
we just call dude because that's all you hear out of his mouth is dude.
The dude abides.
Yeah, the dude abides, right?
Dude
Yeah.
abides.
There's a beverage here, man.
Justin, you'll love this one. Going postal.
Nice.
Bang, bang.
I still get jokes about that every day out on the street.
He is armed right now, just so everyone's aware.
Always.
You got to protect the
Because you don't have pants on. We all have to protect
I'm
ourselves.
non-threatening. You know, so he's going to let me live.
Well, yeah, because we could see you without your pants. Show the
Settle
crowd.
down.
I think for the most part, we all still use this one. Dip. I'm going to dip out.
Yeah.
I've used it, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think that it may be a little less popular, but I've definitely
It became universal over time.
I feel like I say more like I'm a bouncer, skate.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't say skate. I don't go near them.
Oh, that's it's
skate or die.
That's pretty interesting too that you use the term skate because when I was in the service, that was also a slang, but it was not meant that you were leaving. It was meant that you were not doing any work. I'm just talking.
Oh, I'm skating by.
skating by.
Because you're just gliding.
Yeah.
And there you go. Words have different meanings in different cultures. So.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
All right. So we did dip. We also have crib, which
Yeah.
Well, crib's legit.
Yeah.
I say crib sometimes.
Yeah.
Not often, but you know.
this one. Does
That's my
anybody
place.
now? I'm curious about this one.
I just like crib a lot. That's all.
Fat. PHAT.
Yeah, we all remember that.
We all remember it.
Yeah.
Does anybody?
No, the history
I
of it?
didn't like it at the time, and I don't like it now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why
Where
I
did
felt that
that
way
come
as a
from?
child, because I don't know.
I feel like not that it would be from this, but I think they played off it in a movie, which I'll never remember, but it's like Pretty Hot and Tempting, PHAT.
Well,
Oh, yeah, okay.
That was
At least
that
that
Rush
makes-
Hour?
That might have been Rush Hour.
Because I remember, wasn't that Chris Tucker? Who said it?
yeah, Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker would be the guy to fucking invent that.
I'm not saying that's where it
and then
came
white
from.
people love it, and then somehow it was reversed, and black people liked it, and everybody liked it, and everybody was wrong.
And now nobody likes it.
yeah, fucking that.
It says here it emerged from hip hop, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Sure.
that's just where it came from.
Still bad.
Bogus.
Dude.
Yeah,
But,
that
yeah,
totally
dude.
lived on. Totally lived on.
Thank you, Keanu.
yeah.
This one screams 90s. Psych.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then one that you know what? I wish I could bring this back, but I'm not cool enough to bring this back. Home slice.
And I know we just talked about it, but yeah, I actually really enjoy that. I don't know, because I typically would say like homie or something like that.
Sure,
I feel like
yeah,
it's an
yeah,
extrapolation of that. And just fun words. Home slice. I don't know what it means. I'd heard it in a movie,
Yeah,
I
where
guess,
did
like
that
way
come
back when
from?
I was a kid. I don't know.
What does that originate from?
I have no idea, but I've been saying it for a long time, and I'm going to stand by that.
All right, so I'll read it because none of you apparently know what it means.
I have no idea.
Educate me.
Home slice is another term for a close friend, sometimes referred to as a BFF, which was a different slang that came later.
No.
The word is commonly used when referring to or greeting a friend. It comes from the phrase "a little slice of home," a term used to describe something familiar and dear to your heart
That's
that reminds
fair.
you of home.
And look at
Makes
that.
sense.
And here,
All language is idiosyncratic.
I'll allow it.
Oh, well, thank you, Moses.
I love that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
all right, that's what Gen X gets credit for, according to this.
How come Grody isn't in there?
I don't know. I think this page would be way too big if it included every single thing.
That's
I think
Grody to the max, man.
Well, thanks for adding it for the listener.
My dude.
All right, let's see what the Millennials, Generation Y, get credit for. First term, if you've watched any of our political episodes, you've probably heard this term, woke.
It is a stupid word.
Well, I mean, the people who say it in a pejorative aren't the ones who invented it. Adulting, which is also another stupid
It is.
one.
It is. I agree. I feel like I'm going to agree with all of these things being
Yeah.
stupid.
I feel like that's kind of the antithesis of, I'm just kidding. I'm just adulting.
No,
that's not.
It's
how
like when you
used. I'm tired of adulting.
Yeah.
I'm tired of adulting. I'm tired of doing grown-up
Yeah,
shit.
so now
know
you
what
want
the
a
fuck
kid.
I'm talking about. What?
So now you want a kid. You want a kid around.
God damn it! I don't know what he's doing, and I. I can't even right now, Dan. I can't even.
All right, next one. We have canceled, which that's been
Barely slang. It's just what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It just means what it says, what it is.
If you were a listener to this podcast, in the very beginning, we did a little bit of this, but not quite. Keep it 100.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Oh,
Keep it
sorry.
100, yeah. There it is.
100%.
Oh, right. That
that would've-
drinking game.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect drinking game. Now, our listeners would be rushed to the hospital 5
yeah.
minutes into the podcast. But
Yeah.
I mean, if they're listening, they probably are in a hospital of some sort.
That's fair.
That's all they can listen to.
Yeah. Just to keep them there.
this one we discussed before we started rolling, and it's confusing to all of us, and we don't understand it because it's just a word. Aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how is that?
It's the popularity of it as the trend.
Yeah.
I think that's the uniqueness. Because, other than that, it's just
It
on the
still
nose.
means what it means.
Right, yeah.
So
You-
nothing's changed. and we're
Nothing's
not-
changed.
we
It's
haven't
just, are
shortened
you
it.
overusing it? Are you part of my club?
I
Overusing that word?
don't think so.
All right, fair enough.
I usually
I
say
guess
fly.
they're like using it instead
Yeah,
of
aesthetically pleasing. In other words, fly.
they're using it instead of like
agree.
your aesthetic over like I like your style or I like your vibe or something.
Which
or-
is the meaning of the word, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I don't understand how that's really more of slang than anything. It's just
It's the overusage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the overusage of it.
all right. We've got one. I actually use this from time to time. Thirst trap. If you don't know
Yeah,
what
that
thirst
one I
trap
didn't know,
is, it is when effectively someone, and now for the most part, I will use this for like social media.
Sure.
When you have like a woman like that who just
Scantily
purposefully
clad.
shows a lot of skin, shows a lot of cleavage, and takes like not so much like risque pictures, but more provocative type pictures. Like she's in her normal clothes, but she knows what she's doing.
It's not quite OnlyFans, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's like pretty much to get like followers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Thirst trap. There's a lot of you out there.
Sorry.
It's mostly Moses.
Thirst trap Moses.
Let me get the girls out.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You guys got to pay first. I take care of my boy right here.
Yeah.
if you search deep
tell him,
enough, you'll
Daddy.
find his
Yeah, I
OnlyFans.
got you, baby.
Did we make the Only Moses site?
Only Moses. It's the new one. It's up and coming. Not a whole lot of fans.
All right. We've got one feels. So
Yeah,
that's
feels.
catching feels.
Yeah,
and all
Yeah,
that
right in the feels.
Yeah.
shit. Other one, swole. For well, he's working
Swole
out.
was
working out.
short-lived.
Yeah.
That's not a real thing. That's ridiculous.
I understand why it's in here, but literally because I think it's just as we discussed with prior terms, it's the overusage.
Yes.
Right.
I am literally on fire right now.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, everybody's fucking what the fuck was it? Rob Lowe from Parks and Rec,
yeah.
You hit
where
the
he literally
literally
said that
melting down.
all the time.
Yeah, you hit the literally with a little bit of vocal fry and it just melts my brain.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my God.
All right, we'll move past that.
Please,
one then.
please.
I always thought that this term was inferior to a one beforehand, but we have bay, which I have heard,
Yeah.
used a lot. I always preferred the term boo. I thought it was cuter.
I too. I have a cat named Boo. So
First of all, that's adorable, Moses. And I'll chime in on that. I do agree with you. I just, for some reason, hate bay. It's like the way that it's used or the people that use it that I've personally known in my life, and it's just frustrating to me. But boo, while stupid and obnoxious, there's nothing about it that offends me.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's the case. No.
I think I fall in line with you
Yeah.
on that one.
So I always did, because I'm looking at the definition of this, or at least what they interpret it to mean. I always thought it was just like short for baby or babe, but apparently it's also could be used as an acronym for before anyone else. So that's weird.
that's weird. Like
Well,
I
I've
get
never
it,
heard
but
anybody use it that way.
Like, motherfucker, this ain't the Navy. Not everything's an acronym.
yeah.
All right, next one, basic. I've heard that one before.
You
I-
basic.
Yeah, I also think that is fucking annoying.
So I'll be honest with you that I very much so have sometimes in my life started doing or like verbally saying a word or a word like basic perhaps ironically because I'm making fun of those who use that word all the time. And through the process of practicing that joke, it became a part of my vocabulary. And I became one of those very people that I mocked.
that's some
will-
basic bitch shit.
Exactly. And I absolutely say basic bitch.
I
That's
say
for real.
basic
I'm not
bitch.
proud of myself, but
I say basic bitch a lot too. When I explain to somebody like my diet or something,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm a basic bitch.
yeah, because we all know what that means. And
Yeah.
it's such a specific thing. And that's the
It's
purpose.
a short
it's
way
the only
to-
way to describe
to
what that is.
concise what you.
Yeah.
This
There's no
big
other
diatribe.
way to communicate to another person that was a basic bitch other than by saying basic bitch.
Yeah.
There's no, it's whole sentences go beyond that.
Yeah, she's one of them Vicodin and white wine girls.
All right, I'll take it. You wrapped it up pretty quick. That was fair.
Next one up, we have humble brag.
Yeah, okay.
sure.
I know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many syllables.
Yeah, I'm not bringing that up in conversation.
Yeah. That's a flex.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
I mostly saw that on social media. I never really heard anybody.
Yeah, it's usually a
saying.
topic for somebody's list,
Yeah.
like top 10 humble brags, where they just show like random tweets where people are like, "Oh, I lost $1,000 or something like that, but that's okay."
So it's like a compilation. I'm sorry, I barely have the internet. It's like a compilation video where it's like individual clips.
well, it's not necessarily a video, but sometimes they are. But there'll be like a bunch of random tweets that somebody's curated. To like just show like somebody's just like I can't believe I only got paid $10,000 for sitting at home for nothing. It's like you're bragging that you're getting paid for doing nothing, and you're like, oh man, it sucks to be me.
Yeah, like oh, I only bench 300 pounds. I can
Yeah.
do better. Slash humble brag.
Yeah. Yep.
Who is
Gross.
making these and who is watching?
BuzzFeed mostly.
Also, it was a trend on Twitter.
I'll have my killdozer one day.
Well, one day.
Monday.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Bye, Felicia. I've heard my sister say this.
That's for Friday, and
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
I guess. I don't know. It's really a slang. It's just. It's more of a pop culture reference than anything.
I think the ladies used it more than.
Yeah.
I heard it more in that context.
Here's another one. This is probably the one that I probably hear from my sisters the most from this particular portion. Slay.
Oh yeah.
No, that's what Legally Blonde, I think, or
Is
maybe
that
even
where that
RuPaul.
originated?
Maybe.
Maybe RuPaul.
On the drag, like you slay in that dress.
Yeah.
Particularly, I hear them say like slay queen.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yas, queen.
first of all, the queens were never the ones who did that. Unless you're playing chess. And then also, you don't want to use the queen that early. All right.
Well, in certain movies.
I like that one though. I feel like that one's like more for women to enjoy and not for me.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the slang of it. Here we are.
Last one on the list for these goddamn millennials. Shipping.
Right. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever used it, but I know what it means. I've
Yeah,
gotten the context.
I've
It's
heard
like
it.
You back like, oh, I'm shipping that relationship or whatever.
I heard it initially when in the office when it was like Jim and Pam getting together and like, oh, I ship that, or like any two people on a TV show, they're finally hooking up when like they're kind of alluding to that like throughout all the seasons, and then it finally happens. Like, no, I ship that.
Moving on.
We're all
to,
better for it.
Moving on to Generation Z. This one I never heard of before until I looked at this list. Chuji.
What?
I got nothing.
Chuji. That's annoyingly pronounced Chuji. It means something uncool and outdated.
Yeah.
Never heard
Which would be us.
Yeah.
It's been everything we've been saying for the past half hour.
Yeah.
I never thought this was a Gen Z thing, but FOMO. I thought I saw that in commercials. I could have sworn that
It became like popularized after that. So it existed before, that's for certain. So your memory is correct. But it became so popularized in more recent memory. I don't want to date myself.
Yeah, I suppose. So I distinctly remember in a commercial.
Yeah.
No, you're Miami. The hell was that?
Don't
Show?
worry.
I
Yeah,
can't.
Miami
I lost
Vice,
a joke. Yeah, they're Miami Vice
I'm here for
Blazer.
it. I'm here for it. It's
All
a
right,
nice
we-
fucking blazer.
All right, Don Johnson.
We got Big Mad, which is just adding an
Yeah.
extra word to mad because that's legitimately what you're still describing.
Yeah. But it's different because it's Big Mad.
Yeah, it's Big Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
That's what?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I
Took me a second.
missed that.
We got Bougie,
which is just the word.
which is it's just
No,
a shortened version of bourgeoisie.
Bourgeois.
It is just a word, but I will say that we know what the fuck it means, and it ain't the literal usage of it in the traditional sense.
And also, apparently, according to this, it's typically used for someone rich and chic and bougie. It's
Yeah.
more of a mockery of that, which
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's somebody.
I've heard other people say it. I'm like, oh, I'm just being bougie today.
I may have called one or you two a bougie bitch at one time.
Exactly. I've been a bougie bitch. I'm wearing a fucking pink blazer right now. Yeah, bougie is definitely the negative connotation of somebody that needs to fucking show off.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? What acting out of your station?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's yeah. What are you trying to prove? You know?
Why are you dressed like Marie Antoinette right now?
You know exactly why, and I want my fucking cake. I'm tired of fighting with you about it.
She never said that.
Moses, your favorite one, cap/no cap.
Yeah, no lies, my man.
That's true. Yeah.
Cap means a lie, and then no cap means I'm not lying, apparently.
That's right. Yeah. But it's based off of the like false cap that you could put on a tooth versus having like a proper version of it.
I remember you saying that before. It's not even on this list, so you've probably done more research on that than this person.
I've spoken to a black person once in my life.
Well, that's probably more research than this person did.
And here I thought it was the salary caps of sports teams.
There we go.
I'm glad you cleared that up for me.
All right.
Finally, sleep tonight.
Let's get through this list, boys.
All right, we're working on it.
Beat your face. That's supposed to be for, applying makeup. Applying makeup, especially heavy makeup, involves using and blending many products like concealer, foundation, and powder all over your face. The term was commonly used on social media in 2015 and gained traction as fashion bloggers began it on Instagram. God damn you.
Beat your face?
Yeah.
Beat your face.
Okay.
And that's too much makeup.
Yes.
Okay.
Here I just thought clown face kind of covers.
Clown face covers it. Yeah. And they do paint two different pictures, though. I will say that.
Guess.
Heard this one a lot. Fam.
Yeah, family.
Yeah, sure.
It's family.
Yeah, short for family.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have I heard
You don't need words when you got family.
I guess.
Yeah.
Catch these hands? That's
Yeah.
also pretty self-explanatory. There's no hidden meaning to that one. It's just like you would just.
But it's a great way to say it.
Yeah. Want to catch these hands?
You catch me outside. How about that?
Bad baby. Yeah.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So we also have on this list apparently is high key and low key.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard high key.
I've never heard high key. I say low key.
Oh, yeah.
I thought low key predated that generation by a lot, but I
It
don't
seems more of an 80s thing.
Yeah.
But
I can't picture Matthew McConaughey saying it, though.
really?
I'm trying to think of a scene.
All right.
Yeah, that's not
Thank
like
you.
It's probably when he's chasing dragons.
This one we've all heard. I don't know if we've all said it. We probably just used it to describe somebody. Karen. We all know what a Karen is.
Yeah.
I don't distinctly remember like that coming into like the zeitgeist of our generation.
It's more of a recent occurrence and probably the
But we
past
all
10
know what it
years.
means.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's just any blonde-haired
Right.
woman complaining
I'll
about
tell you
something,
something,
and the
though.
male equivalent is
Like
a Kevin.
A complaining
I've
wine
not
mom.
heard Kevin, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
effectively
It's
what
a
that
bitch.
is.
They
Yeah.
just want to speak to the
Karen
manager
is a
regardless of where they
bitch.
are.
Yeah.
Like it's just kids playing baseball in a yard. I'd
But
like to
what
speak
I'll
to the
say though,
manager.
straight up though, is that a Karen, and I'm just pontificating right now. A Karen is definitely a bitch, but I also think that a Karen is distinctly a white woman.
Yeah, I think more
That's a
often
part
than
of
not,
what
yeah.
it is. Yeah, bitch could be anybody of any color, race, and so on and so forth. But yeah, no, Karen is that particular type of white woman.
No, I think the African American version would be the Felicia. That's why you say
Think
bye,
so? That's the
Felicia.
thing? Also, I know that
bye,
you would
Felicia.
you had say African American.
Yeah,
No, I know that we would just say black.
well, she might not be black.
Ridiculous.
All right, moving on. This is pretty much your catchphrase,
Never been to
Pedro.
South America or Africa?
This is pretty much your
Done.
catchphrase, Pedro. I love that for you.
Oh yeah. I got that obviously from a generation slightly below me, but I very much so adore it. I think that it's the perfect way to convey that feeling.
I think that
it's
came
better
from
words than the.
Schitt's Creek.
Is
Because
that
that's
true?
constantly said between David and I forget what the girl's name is in that.
Came from it, or the show mimicked it.
Well, according to this, the oldest usage was in 2008. I don't know when Schitt's Creek
I'm not
started.
sure when that started.
And it was from The Bachelorette. So I don't know
There
if
you go.
that's the case or not, but that's what this.
Yeah, it's not one-to-one to me, but it kind of rings similar to like, oh, bless your heart.
Yeah. You sweet summer child.
But that's just it, because unlike those things, it can go in either direction.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I love that for you, and it's super condescending. Or I love that for you, and I really am happy that you're having this delightful experience in the world.
All right, so we have mood in here too as the next one. Mood or big mood is generally said online in reference or agreement to something relatable. It can capture a feeling at a specific moment and comment on a broader sentiment about life.
But that's a lot of words.
Yeah,
to describe something.
I still don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Like,
Let us
does
know
it
in the
just-
comments.
Does
I
it
got a
just
big
mean
mood
that you're
about it.
feeling it? Yeah, you're just feeling it.
Yeah. This slang is giving me big moods, and a lot of them are anger.
Oh, we're gonna get beat down after this.
I hope so. I really like that.
They're gonna beat our face
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right, next
Use a
one is
makeover, I
with
suppose.
me. I know.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Yeah.
Could use some rouge with that pink.
next one is snack.
Oh, thank you. I am a bit of a snack.
Yeah, that's no, you're not.
Tasty
You're
little
a
treat.
snack that went sour a long time ago.
Oh, and then I get sweet.
That's not how it works at all.
Very
That's how
upsetting.
Sweet and Sour Patch Kids go.
Next one is stan, which is a combination of stalker and fan.
Mm-hmm.
And then last one we already mentioned is sus.
Yeah. Okay.
So, got all those out of the way. What do we think? What do we think about all of these
It
generational
stinks.
terms?
It's
All right, Jay Sherman.
I mean, like, for me, like, and I'm very aware because, like, the older generation is always going to think that the younger generation stuff doesn't make any sense or is weird. But, like, it's common. It's normal. I'm just getting old and will not pay attention anymore. Fade into the darkness.
No, I am tired of all these kids on my goddamn lawn. But
All these kids on my goddamn lawn.
I'm glad you explained some of them to me because I had no idea. What was the Chibubu? What?
yeah, we never really covered it. We kind of glossed over that, I thought.
There was the
Where does that come from?
It's Chibubu now.
Chuji.
Oh,
Chuji. It sounds
something
like a
uncool and
delightful
outdated.
Asian. What?
Like, oh, like
But
that.
where does it stem from? They're just like is it just some kind of scat that the kids made up?
Some of these definitions are like they
some
give
of
you
those
one-
definitions are bullshit.
Yeah, and then some of them just like I still don't. Is this actually a word? Are you punking me right now? That was also a phrase.
Yeah.
Today.
Well, I mean, yeah. So this is the generational stuff for sure. There's also other ways too, like the cultural.
Yeah,
Cultural
exactly. Yeah,
slang.
yeah.
We touched on that a little bit when I was mentioning like skating in the Navy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, just a term for soda. Like, we all know what the fuck soda is, but why are there 5 different, versions of it in just America alone?
Soda.
There's soda, there's pop, there's soda water.
That's
It's
just
like,
it.
what the fuck? But we all know what the fuck soda is.
Yeah.
And,
But
we
that's
all
just
accept
it.
that.
It's a way, and that's to get back to the academic version of linguistics. And what makes that interesting to me is that when you go to such a state and you say soda, as we do here in New Jersey, they're immediately able to tell that you're not one of them.
No, yeah.
That's
it is
the
kind of a
nature.
code of.
All these words that we're talking about. If somebody says fucking bay or boo or something like that, and you legitimately have no fucking clue what they're talking about, then that's very interesting. And now they can have conversations that you might not be fully aware of, and it goes in all of these different
Or like
directions.
finna.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
finna is more of a
Yeah.
southern and
Yeah.
more of a black kind
Exactly.
of urban.
Yeah, it's southern mostly. Yeah, fixin' to.
Yeah, fix it, which is short for fixin' to, which also
Exactly.
fixin' to. That's kind of a weird fucking way to say something.
According
Just
to
in,
New
like,
Jersey, it
just
is.
a white way
We
of
say
saying
going
that.
to
Yeah.
and gonna. Yeah, same exact fucking transition.
It's also in the same basic terms like we're talking about soda. I think in some places they also just call it Coke, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
Yeah.
obviously a
exactly,
brand name.
yeah.
And that's one thing with learned about this going for my degree, how certain brand names just overtake
Like Kleenex or
Kleenex,
Band-Aid.
Xerox, Taylor Ham, New Jersey.
Google
Yeah,
almost
Google,
got caught
yeah.
up in that.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, legally anyway.
Well, yeah, now that's a slang where I can just Google anything. Like, let me go to Google or let me Google
Let
it.
me Google it, exactly. Let me Bing that.
Said no one ever.
Where's Jeeves?
Wow.
Let me just Jeeves that real quick. It's like, you bougie bitch.
Let me ask Jeeves. real quick.
Jeeves, where have you been? I remember you that one week in the 90s, and that was it.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jeeves is up to.
He's been plotting. That's what he's been up to.
He's who created AI.
It's still around.
My goodness.
Dan's just going to read the AI.
Do you really think there's an AI attached to this?
I am assuming that that's the case, and you're just going to play it off like you thought of it.
Like, sorry.
This would probably be the one site that should have an AI, and it's just a snooty butler.
Why do I keep paying this man?
Jeeves is out there traveling the net like lawnmower man.
But that was actually, I'll circle back to the cultural thing, because when I went to boot camp, they actually had to teach you some of the terms that are the slang in the service, like scuttlebutt. It means two different things in the Navy.
I thought that was just gossip.
It is gossip, but it's also the water fountain.
Oh, well, that's because that's where you would gossip.
Yeah. And when you were told that you needed to clean the scuttlebutt, it wasn't to like start beating people up who were freaking gossiping. You had to go polish the goddamn water fountain.
Oh, that's interesting.
I want to see my face in that water fountain.
I learned that from like NCIS or one of those fucking Army, like JAG or whatever shows. But
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, you have to go through a whole different culture in terms of
and that's just it. And only those who have done that can speak it.
Yeah.
And that's the code. Yeah.
Yeah, as everybody knows, I work for the federal government. And everything is a fucking acronym.
Oh, yeah.
It is bananas.
Yeah, it's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's just, yes, I get it. Another thing for me to have to remember instead of you just saying, what does this do?
yeah,
I love that they shoehorn them into backronyms so often. Yeah, that it has to be like that. It's got to be some
they
sort of
make
clever
it
word.
fit into like
and
some
the words
word.
that they have to use to make that work are just absolutely absurd.
They just throw in extra words that have nothing to do with any of it.
I'm thinking about this now, too, because talking with my sisters, talking to my nieces, this, that, and the other thing. In terms of, hearing all of these, different slang terms from generation to generation, do you guys ever have that moment where you're just like talking to somebody younger than you? I don't know how often that happens, but like maybe with like your nieces and all that stuff. Are you ever like, what the fuck are you saying?
Consistently.
Not so much because my nieces and nephews are all pretty young still, so it's I get what's good. They're not really like exposed to the internet really, but like I'll be at the bar and I'm talking to like a 22-year-old bartender and I have no idea what she's saying to me.
My kids are 18 and 25, and it's just like, what?
I
Because
have
they're constantly online in some fashion, like either playing games or just, surfing the web, if that's still a thing. But
surfing the World Wide Web, man.
hang 10, man. Those waves are gnarly.
Terrible. On the occasion that I have that, I guess, opportunity or whatever, I'll typically just ask what the word is if I don't know it. Because
It's a Pandora's box you're opening.
Yeah, that seems like the oldest thing that you can do. Excuse me? Huh? What did you just say?
Oh, yeah, no, I literally do that.
Please speak
I'll
into the
literally be
phonograph.
Like, no, I totally did not know what the fuck you were saying. Because I do love because I love the new words.
Yeah.
I don't love all of them, but I like to know what they are. I don't like people speaking other languages around me.
And it's also not like 100%. Sorry, but like
Don't you
take a drink.
apologize.
some of them like they're absolutely fine. It's just whatever. Like, were you raised like not on the internet a lot, or do you live in the internet? You know, it's like do you absorb a lot of pop culture?
Yeah.
Or
If you
hang
use
out
the
in the
word
woods?
"bay" a lot, you've told me enough about you that probably we won't be best friends. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I think that's
Same way
fair.
as I feel about Serbian.
I do call you Serbian a lot.
You guys have little codes for each other? What's
Yeah.
going on here?
He's part of my harem.
Oh, it's like that then.
Shut up, baby. You know I love you.
Yeah. You're going to catch these hands.
Well, catch me outside. How about that?
You guys keep talking like that. You want to dive into the difference between the slang in terms of certain races as well?
Oh, yeah. You know that this is a topic I love.
All right. Well, then you have the floor.
There goes our YouTube channel.
Now we're that deep.
We sent that down the river a long time ago.
Oh, so
Have you
N-words
seen the
abroad.
growth on our YouTube channel? It's
I don't know how to use YouTube, Dan.
and that's why it won't grow.
The slang that exists between different so-called racial groups in the United States today. There's a few words that people aren't supposed to say
Sure.
unless they belong to that particular group. Now, mind you, it does step outside of course, just like the racial element of it and extends into all of the other avenues, but there is no word worse, apparently, than the N-word.
I thought the K word, but all right.
What's the K word?
Kike.
Aaron? What is it?
Kike.
Oh, kike. Yeah.
Now we're definitely in these times.
Did he say
these
kike?
anti-Semitic times.
And I was calling, as a Jew, I was calling my Jew friend a kike. Sorry.
Yeah, no, listen, and as a Jew, I accepted that. I accepted that. But no, it isn't that at all. No, at
Well, I
least,
thought that's kind of like, granted, not as bad because of, well,
Stop. Benjamin Netanyahu can hear you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get droned, so
well,
let's get back to the
he's
topic.
got those big Jew ears.
We'll get droned by our own country.
This bunker will only do so much.
I think that as far as these racial terms, and I'll tie it into the diatribe that we just had, in the same way as I'll always make the argument that your accent or the words that you choose to use are indicative to a stranger of who you are and where you stand in their society, the racial terms that some people are not allowed to say are the absolute, it's the epic version of that, essentially. You're only allowed to utilize it as a member, if you believe yourself to be a member of that group.
I don't. I think it matters if everyone else of that race believes you to be. Because
No, because that's not a thing anyway.
but you could believe yourself to be of that ilk, but you are not.
That's kind of my point. It's that, because let's look at it this way. We were just making Jew jokes, right? If I was sitting in a bar and some guy was using those same words and it was going on for long enough, and I couldn't get my attorney on the line, then maybe I would go over and feel it.
I'm sorry. I thought you were. I thought you were an attorney.
I'm a banker.
I take that back.
Talk
Oh, all
after
right.
the
All right.
podcast, yeah.
Cash me outside now.
I would feel that I should go and say something about it. Basically, stand up for yourself, respect, and so on and so forth. That's me. I perceive myself to be that, based off of more than just the lineage of it. The ethnicities and the groups that people align themselves with has as much to do with your actual bloodline as it does with the way in which you perceive it. Because it is made up. There's no such thing
that's
as
fair.
a white person or a black person. These are terms that we make up.
Yeah,
to
but
describe-
but would a white person be fine using the N-word at any given point?
No, because
But they might identify that way.
right.
For whatever reason.
And
but-
that's fair. And so that's why I would say and let's utilize these really like the harshest of ethnic terms that exist, right? The way that I view them is that you're allowed to use these terms if you understand what it's connected to. So if you're using the word spick, then you're talking about a certain class that exists within usually Spanish immigrant society. Like my father was this. The ability to use the word respectfully is directly correlated with, do you understand the rest of everybody who's using the word?
Well, I
Don't
think
fake it.
I think it's more about who you're with and the circle that you're using the term in, where like.
Well, I mean, white people can all hang out together and use all sorts of racial terms. But will
yeah,
they use it when they go out to like a
But they
club in
won't
Newark?
won't use it outside
Right.
that
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah,
And
that's not usage, yeah.
I mean, that like who knows that happens other than those couple of people that are.
Well, we
in
know
that
it
group.
happens.
Well, of course.
We all know it happens. Yeah.
But I'm saying like a white person who to like a
Eminem.
wigger.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
but-
you should be dropping M-bombs like
Well,
that.
but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like
And he
he
shouldn't,
does.
yeah.
Well, no, and he shouldn't.
Yeah.
But he's like, if there was a white guy to be able to, I would say maybe him. But other than that, like who the fuck else?
Well, what do you think of the context of, in terms of this specific example, that you sort of are allowed because you're within that culture?
Well, yeah, I think that that's just it, because the usage of a thing, if it goes with understanding, then you only get that in one of two ways. Either by proximity, and you understand your friends, and that they went through it, and you respect it for whatever that means, or you went through it yourself.
So
Otherwise, you're faking using the word. You
in
don't
Moses'
understand it.
example of Eminem, if he understands that and he also has friends that are of that race
Yeah.
and they're like okay with it, is that okay?
Of that culture.
Yeah.
I mean, in my personal opinion, it's that utilization of these very charged words. It's not up to anybody else to decide if it's okay or not. Now, mind you, some people might want to kick your ass for no reason, even if you in your own mind are in the right. But it's that if you need to question it, if you need to think about it, am I allowed to use this word? then you're not.
You're probably not.
Well,
That's all that it is.
what if you're
need
saying
to-
the word and you think that you're allowed?
Yeah,
and then
so-
people are like, all right, no, he's allowed.
Well, then
to
you're
use it
gonna
'cause
then
he's grandfathered
yeah,
in.
Then
or
well, I mean,
whatever.
but that's just it because there is no particular rule for it. So in other words, in my context, I absolutely think that there are white people who are allowed to use any of these words. In other words, I think everybody's allowed to use all of these words if they understand the meaning behind it. However, does that mean that they wouldn't get fucked up by saying it in the wrong place at the wrong time? Absolutely not. Yeah.
That's because I mean I kind of get what you're saying, but you're like, yeah, everybody can say whatever the fuck they want, but just know there's going to be consequences if you use these words and
don't
like
fake
in
it.
some other.
And don't fake it. I think that's the biggest insult.
Yeah, but like you're also implying that ignorance is kind of bliss, where like, oh, I don't think about it, so it's fine for me to say it because
I
I'm
mean,
not
that's fair.
questioning
There are
it.
people who are very stupid. Yeah. And then they deserve what comes to them. Yeah. I don't know. That would be my take on it.
Let's talk about that money now. Oh, all right.
Okay. Well, you guys were talking about that. It actually reminded me of something in terms of cultural. Because in Europe, particularly in Ireland, in Scotland, and all that stuff, cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You call someone a cunt in this country, and it is an insult. You call someone a cunt in those countries, and it is like, oh, he's a good cunt.
Yeah, it's a term of endearment.
Yeah. It's that. It's essentially that that difference. And then there's the culture shock of going over there and someone calls you a cunt, and you're like, the fuck? I gotta break this guy's nose now.
Yeah.
But there's also those things like in England, a fag is a cigarette. But
Yeah.
over here, you probably don't like you don't want to say that because it's offensive to the gay community.
Yeah.
Like weird. Because they have a gay community over there too.
I
Do
guess
they still
largely what
get
it comes down to is know your audience.
Well, yeah. Like, read the room, but
Yeah,
like, is
basically.
that such a big thing in Europe? Like to call a gay person a fag when it also means a cigarette.
I don't know.
Like
don't
where
know,
is that
yeah.
line
I don't
kind
know
of
how
drawn
that
in
works,
that?
yeah.
Like I get here why, but because we just call them cigarettes.
Well, I know in Spanish, the one of the euphemisms is mannequin, if that helps you at all.
I'm sorry.
Instead of fag.
Is mannequin?
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the weirdest GI Joe I've ever been on.
Sorry, I
Thanks,
was
Shipwreck.
playing the stingers of
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of G.I. Joe episodes to Moses and my wife the other day because I'm an insane person.
Nice.
Oh, the old ones?
The old
Yeah.
ones, the old G.I. Joe cartoon. And like the last minute would be that safety stinger.
Yeah.
They never cut. Like he just invited that guy to his house, and then Shipwreck was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that." But we never covered that guy knows his address now, and his parents aren't home.
They only had a minute, Moses.
The very old, I know we did a whole generational thing in terms of, slang and all that stuff, but when they redid all of those, like, when the old school G.I. Joe was actually doing them legit because you had to, because it was a law that you had to have some sort of educational value
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
and
Nancy
then
Reagan.
YouTube in like 2005 or whatever, and they were all just like pork chop sandwiches.
I forgot about that.
That's legit.
Every once in a while, I do like going back and watching those. Like, who wants a body massage?
Speaking of slang, that hit a core memory.
Yeah. We're all speaking the same language right now.
Oh, I can hear them all in my head.
It reminds me of the X-Men ones too.
Oh, they had X-Men ones?
Well, it was the X-Men '97. They were just dubbed over by a couple of black guys. Then they were just like, it was just fucking funny as shit. It's just like, get out of my head, Charles. Charles, no.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's fucking
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
It's like Jubilee's just,
I'm way
he's
about
like,
this.
yo, I like your raincoat.
You know what? When we're done,
catching
we're
a
turning that on. and we're
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, put that on when we're done recording. It's fucking hilarious.
It reminds me too, since we're talking about different slang and this, that, and the other thing. I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but it was like I went to a Washington Redskins Dallas Cowboys game a couple years ago, back when they were still called the Redskins. So that's how long ago it was. And I remember that my cousin's a big Cowboys fan. I could give a fuck who wins. I'm there to drink and have a good time. And we were seated like maybe a row or two in front of this black family, and they were just hilarious, just calling the plays, just like the opening kickoff, Redskins get it, and then they just go right into right into the Cowboy line, and the first thing the guy says is like, how do you think you're going to go up that weak ass hole? And I'm like, I want them to replace Troy Aikman and Joe Buck immediately. Just put these guys in charge.
It's a more entertaining commentary.
Yeah.
That's why I remember I got a burnt DVD, like a bootleg of the zombie one with Ving Rhames in the mall.
Dawn of the Dead, the remake.
Yeah, and it was filmed in clearly a black movie theater where.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they you heard all the hollering, the hooting, and just like they don't go in there, and then like Ving Rhames comes on, super cheer.
I'll take this opportunity
terrific.
to say that my favorite language that I'm able to speak, basically some versions of American English, is absolutely without a doubt standard black American English. It is it's got all of the best things in it.
Do you not speak a little jive?
I speak a little bit of jive, Dan. I'm not going to do it on the podcast. I feel like it's and I don't know what the exact reasons are, but it's just I find the phrases to be, because every language obviously differs in its own way, and I guess what I would say is like almost like my perception of the standardized anchorman, white man's English of America is rigid in a way that when you get into basically every other ethnicity in this country, it's more expressive of emotion. And I don't know. For some reason, it just stands out to me as the tops.
I get that. I also love like those little like colloquialisms that the like Southerns do.
Yeah.
Whereas like I can't even remember them. I know like Rogue on X-Men used to sprack them off left and right.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
I'd
just
like to keep them at spitting distance.
3 shakes of a lamb's tail.
yeah, crazier than a cat with his tail under a rocking chair or something. Like they're super fucking long, and like after they're done, like it takes a minute, but you get like
But
what
just
they're
everything's
saying, and
slow
it's
and
like
it's
so
yeah, it's
perfect.
cultural.
Well,
Like
that's
it's a
also-
good summation of
cultural
what they're
thing
trying to
because,
do.
Like we're from New Jersey,
Right.
so we're like, just say the sentence.
No, it's-
places to go. Place. Shut up. Go.
There's only one word in like this northeastern kind of New York, New Jersey. It's you good, and that means kind of everything.
Yeah.
You're good with that. Like
And that's just
you good.
it. Because it's all about how you say it.
Yeah,
That's
the inflection or the emphasis on the syllable.
the emphasis on the syllable.
It's definitely better than yins. Sorry, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we're sorry. I'm talking directly to you. But yeah, you have a stupid language over there in Pittsburgh. Crick, it's a creek. We've had this discussion.
Love you.
Do they live down in the Holla, or is that more of a southern thing too?
Well, I don't know.
Down in the holler. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to Pittsburgh.
I feel like it's west of here, so I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just out in the old Wild West.
Well, I just learned where Houston was moments ago.
That's fair.
That is true. All right. Anything else, guys?
No, I'm good.
No. Yeah. As far as that goes, I think we've embarrassed ourselves enough.
Yeah, I feel good about
I mean,
it.
I got more, but we'll save that for another podcast.
Very good. So if you enjoyed this episode of Loud and Drunk Podcast and you made it this far, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the podcast wherever you are. We're on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Apple, everywhere that you get your podcasts. We're also on social media. You can follow us on X for some reason. We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
My goodness.
We're now on Only
still
Moses as
going.
well.
We're also on TikTok. That's a thing.
Are we on OnlyFans?
No, Only Moses.
It's only Moses that we're on, and it's only Moses.
Yeah.
He's
Thank
the
God.
only one that's
Thank
on.
God.
It's
I thought
kind
I've
of
been
confusing
moonlighting
because
again.
all of you guys are cut out, but it's still everything I'm saying on every podcast.
Oh, my God.
We also have lounddrunk.com. That is what we have instead of only Moses, because Moses has to get that going because it's only Moses.
He's getting that bread.
You can, if you don't want to deal with all the links that are down in the description, I don't know why, they're right there. But if you don't want to deal with all that, lounddrunk.com, you can catch up on the podcast there. There's plenty of cool merch. We got shirts, glassware.
I spaced out for a while.
Well, also text us your number and I'll just send it to you.
Yeah.
We also
They
have
can
a
just put it in the comments,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
We also have a contact page, so if you just want to harangue Moses, as someone already has, Okay, quiet and sober. We know what you did.
You did that pretty loudly and drunkenly the way you typed it out.
Yeah.
Because I understood it.
Good on you.
Is that it, guys? Is that all I got to shill for this podcast? Can we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up, Big.
Wrap it up, B.
So,
No, I just said it.
Yeah, but I said it better.
Whatever.
so for Justin, Pedro, Moses, I'm Dan, and until next time, shut up, baby. I know it.
I know he does. Too.
Yeah. Laters, gators.